July 1989. High above the serene yet treacherous beauty of Mount Asahidake, a disturbing discovery is revealed. Into this harsh paradise, a very strange find appears to have sent shockwaves through the area. From the air, someone has spotted what looks like an SOS distress call set up on the face of this mountain from rocks. It was an SOS sign. This led to the immediate response that the place where that sign was found is a remote and dangerous place. That cannot be taken lightly in the case of Mount Asahidake. These are snow-capped peaks, rugged terrain that's quite a challenge for even experienced climbers. The fastidious way the sign was constructed imparted the unmistakable air of intent, one who was out of options, one who knew the extreme nature of their situation. By whom? And how did they come to be marooned on this awesome peak? Such questions served to light the fire underneath rescue operation motives, the need to uncover the mystery behind this enigmatic whale. It isn't merely the tallest mountain in Hokkaido, Japan. It holds its incredible beauty against danger, masked in nature. Its unpredictable weather and rugged terrain have been the undoing of many adventurers, a place where one wrong step could mean the difference between life and death. An SOS sign, a sign of distress that has been internationally recognized, placed in stark contrast to the peaceful beauty of the mountain. A silent scream for help, it is a reminder of a delicate balance that exists between man and nature, where the scale can easily dip toward peril. News of the find meant there was a bustle of activity. Rescue teams were being sent out. The mountain was being searched for any sign of the person or people who had put that SOS sign into place. What they discovered only deepened the mystery. SOS, an ominous plea for help, triggers a search operation like no other. The search operation felt like navigating a labyrinth at the heart of the wilderness. The terrain of Mount Asahidake was an uncontrollable one, but presented itself as a worthy foe. But so were the rescue teams, too determined and buoyed by hope that still lingered on, the hope of survivors. There was yet another complicating layer, the relentless and capricious weather that turned the mission more daunting. A chilling spectacle would await them there, at the site. In the middle of the wilderness stood an eerily abandoned campsite, its remnants whispering tales of a desperate struggle. The items found at the site were like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, each hinting at a struggle for survival. Proof an emergency was underway were food wrappers that littered the ground. Aimlessly scattered clothing seemed to announce they had left hastily. A canteen, rusty and empty, announced the fight they had with not having enough to drink. The SOS signal was spelled out diligently and almost knew that there was no doubt that the worst was upon them. Still, no human remains were ever found, much to the bewilderment of the rescue teams. They were here on this mission, hoping to find some survivors or at least a trace of life. But the mountain had its way. It had apparently swallowed the people whole, leaving only their belongings as a stark reminder of their existence. Inspections of missing person reports showed no hope. It was as if the individual or individuals of the distress signal were from another realm altogether. The mystery was further intensified since there was no concrete evidence. The rescue teams, on the other hand, had come with great expectations for some closure in the situation, but only left with more questions than answers. Yet the absence of human remains and the mismatch of missing person reports only intensify the mystery. The search had begun with a sense of urgency, driven by the hope of finding survivors. However, as the day started for the rescue teams to penetrate deeper into the wilderness, they found themselves caught up in a mystery that, until now, continues to baffle and unsettle. The story of an unanswered SOS call from the depths of Mount Asahidake remains one of Japan's most puzzling mysteries. The peculiar circumstances of the Mount Asahidake SOS incident have given rise to a veritable maelstrom of speculation and theory. Public opinion has found such an unsolved mystery to be very interesting, and many hypotheses are advanced one after another. The most plausible theories suggest the simple, at the same time tragic, possibility of an accident. Others suggest that the SOS could have been the desperate act of hikers who underestimated the unrelenting nature of Mount Asahidake. The careful construction of the SOS sign would insinuate a rather good understanding of their dire situation and a good struggle against the harsh elements through the abandoned campsite and belongings found at the scene. This, however, feeds more into the theory. If they were distressed hikers, then why was there no record of any missing persons that seemed to match up with the items found? The fact that there is a total lack of human remains only furthers this doubt. Then, of course, there are the decidedly more bizarre theories. These border on the supernatural, claiming that the mountain's infamous weather and terrain are not the only things at work here. Others speculate that the person who sent that SOS alert fell into the clutches of supernatural interference, an abduction by something that defies our technology. One theory that piques the imagination is that the SOS sign was not a plea for help, but rather a warning, an ominous message left behind by someone or something for reasons unknown. But then again, as intriguing as they are, these theories only rely on more theories. Each offers an explanation that could be. However, none provides a definitive answer. The identity of the person or people responsible for the SOS sign, their destiny, and the circumstances that may have contributed to their disappearance remain a mystery. As exciting as each theory may seem, the truth is far from being revealed. Thus, it only sheds more layers on the cryptic tale. It continues to baffle even veteran investigators, because there is no kind of evidence, let alone proof, for the parties that left the distress signal. It would not let go of the dimming light of the event shrouded in the mist of vagueness, as though it were a creature not willing to die. The SOS sign, the untouched campsite, and the unclaimed equipment leave the mystery tantalizing. Echoing across the years is the unanswered distress call from that wilderness. It has since remained one of those enigma events that turn an area into a beacon for curious minds in search of the unknown. Mount Asahidake became a center of attraction for explorers, adventurers, and those interested in mystery because of its breathtaking beauty and treacherous landscape. Its mute face is but skin deep, covering the mystery inside that remains unanswered and goads people with a taste for things enigmatic. On the other hand, the harsh topography combined with unpredictable weather serves to further invite a picture of a place where danger and beauty lie side by side. The theories are endless. Each one sounds more interesting than the previous, but in all the countless hours of exploration and investigation, the mystery remains sealed behind that hard granite face. That might explain, at least in part, why the Mount Asahidake SOS incident still resonates among the uninitiated. It has aroused interest all over the world. Mystery buffs participate in getting to the bottom of it. At least, this gives some sense of unity. People from different parts of the world have a common interest now, the unsolved mystery. That was an interesting incident, reminding one of the fact that, with all the development and enlightenment, there are things in this world or in our lives that cannot be explained. The human desire to discover and know what is unknown is as limitless and deep as the wilderness of the mountains. It is probably not for any other reason than our common curiosity, this insatiable search for truth, this natural urge to find meaning in the world around us, that tales of mystery such as this captivate the human mind. They draw us towards them, not only because they are mysterious, but also because they make us think, question, and be in search of some answers. They make us come in touch with the frontiers of knowledge and be aware of the universe that lies beyond it. The SOS incident of Mount Asahidake also underlines the unpredictability of life. In one moment, they were fighting for life itself and leaving behind an SOS signal in hope of salvation. The next moment, they were gone, leaving a ghostly conundrum that remains unsolved to this day. A grim reminder of the sudden turns life can take, how precarious life is, and how close oblivion often lies to us. Nevertheless, despite the open questions and lack of answers, it is all the more fascinating. It speaks to something in this world that will remain a mystery. Thank you for today's time on Spookscope. Do not forget to like and share the video with all your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Till next time, my dear spooker, stay curious.